Good afternoon, everyone. It's Hanifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I thought I was having so much fun with this idea of Atma Bodha, which are Sanskrit words, but this is loosely translated into know thyself or self consciousness. It's this understanding of the divinity within ourselves. And I believe that most spiritual texts or religion talk about this. And I wanted to talk about in this video about the fun of this awareness that we can come to. So, in a lot of Vedic writing, there is this idea, uh, suggestion that there is a lot of ignorance in our minds, and ignorance is just not knowing something. And then the only way to treat ignorance is through knowledge. So I thought I'd start this video with this fantastic quotation, which I came across, which is by Alfred North Whitehead. And it says, not ignorance, but the ignorance of ignorance is the death of knowledge. Not ignorance, but the ignorance of ignorance is the death of knowledge. And why is this such a fun quote to share what I definitely feel is what is being shared by a lot of teachings? Is the fact that most of us do not know ourselves. And I heard an example of if someone goes to a doctor, even once a year, to get blood work done, and they're feeling very healthy, these days we go for prevention, right? We want to make sure that everything is healthy, even in the blood work, and we can feel easy about, okay, everything is good. And when we get the follow up appointment with the doctor and the doctor says everything is good, we feel relieved, don't we? And Vedic scripture, or I will say most scripture, I will even say just learning about our spiritual selves, is something a little different. In this, when we open up a book or we open up some learning about ourselves, the first thing we will come across is this awareness that we are ignorant of ourselves. And so there's the problem. So without even asking about is there a problem, we're being told there is a problem. This is the problem, is there's this ignorance, and only knowledge will cure this ignorance. So I love this awareness because it sounds so simple, doesn't it? But there's so much that we do not know about ourselves, and it takes a very disciplined mind to truly understand the depths of this human mind and the power that's within it too. So, of course, I love these sorts of understandings because until we're doing it, we don't actually know. And so, this is working through a space of ignorance that, okay, I'm just going to trust that something is true about this. But the truth or the knowledge that can be gained or learned from especially Vedic teachings, but I do believe from all spiritual teachings, is the depth of ourselves. And Veda definitely has talked about this for centuries. And there are some people who are very in tune, or we can say today's word would be aligned with this mind, body, and soul, which allows a flow of energy to work through us and around us and helps ourselves and the world around us too. And this is the art of living through the knowledge of the higher self. And this is a process. It's not just one of these things that, okay, we read it, this is what we've read, because it takes reading and then understanding. And that understanding then can be contemplated and of course benefits from things like a mindful time. So a mindful time in meditation or prayer time. Again, either one of these would work, but it's a quietness that allows this information to seep in because we can read these things again and again and again, and we can get our backs up. Now, what happens at doctors when someone finds out, oh, this is the problem that's happening in your body? They've even gone to find out is there a problem in my body? And the doctor says, yeah, this is the problem in your body. And they don't want to believe it. They say, no, I don't. I feel fine. I'm totally fine. So I'll just go get another opinion, or I will hope for the best. And knowledge is knowledge. So gaining knowledge is just an acceptance of what is. What we do with that knowledge is, of course, up to ourselves. Now, this spiritual knowledge is hugely powerful. And because it's not easy to see, obviously, what is hugely powerful in the obvious sense? It could be like muscle strength, it could be business strength, it could be a popularity strength, it could be a strength from lots of money. All of those things are very visible and they're on the gross level. And this is a very subtle energy, yet more powerful than the things that we can see. And this is the joy of working through this direction of developing an awareness of our spiritual sides. And so today I thought I would just plant this seed of this incredible journey that this can be for anyone who chooses to embark on it. And choosing to embark on it is one thing, sitting and learning and truly being in a classroom like setting, either with one person, because people have learned from gurus in the past or spiritual teachers in the present, and they will learn with each other through friends, and each person can be a teacher for ourselves. And we can be teaching ourselves by learning about ourselves, by paying attention to ourselves with a depth of precision that only we ourselves can do, because nothing that we can tell anyone else about ourselves will be as full or as deep as what we can learn about ourselves from ourselves. So today I would encourage this, that you at least open the mind in an understanding of there's something we do not know. And this is very not easy for egoic minds. And in the world, the ego is growing regularly and steadily. And this space is a space of, oh, I know everything, or I know that, or I heard that, or all of that is ego space, and where it feels either better than or lesser than, or I'll never know that. I don't know how they ever know that. How many years would it take me to know that? That's still egoic space, better than or lesser than. And until we overcome that know-it-allness, we don't allow an energy to come into us to help us learn. And when we're open to that help of learning, we get this divine energy that flows through us. And this is what I would wish for all of us. Today, I would love to leave you with one final quotation, and as I just plant the seed for you to sit with in terms of knowledge about our ignorance, knowledge that also then overcomes ignorance. This quotation is by Lao Tzu, and this quotation says, "To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day." Isn't that beautiful? And do you understand this? So to attain knowledge, we all know how to attain knowledge. The more books we read, the more movies we see, the more conversations we have, the more anything, the more language we develop. There's like new terms for all sorts of things, right? So psychology now labels this, and medicine now labels this. And if I only knew what I was working with, then I'd know how to work with it. And so that's knowledge, and we keep adding and adding and adding. Wisdom means take it away. Take it away. Start with, I don't know. Let me know through something that is not in books or in texts, but is right within me, in myself, yet takes as much time, effort, and perseverance and dedication as any schooling would take for the mind. So today I leave you with this, again, recognizing that this spiritual strength that can be gained and learned and known is right within us. I hope that you'll open your mind for it, because I'm going to be teaching a little bit more through these videos. I look forward to it, and I hope truly that you have fun with this. I wish you a fantastic evening, and I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great night, everyone.